So for breakfast, I like to keep it simple. I think that's the best way to go. It's the first meal of the day. Listen, I'm just getting up. I don't have time to be throwing it down in the kitchen, okay? What's up, my loves? It's your girl CiCi Moya. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to our family. So today I just wanted to give you a few tips about how to handle a toddler full-time at home. I know that this is a time where, some of us are working from home and some of us are just out of work, unfortunately. And if this is you, my heart reaches out to you, and we're gonna get through this, okay? We're gonna get through this. We gotta hang on tight. But meanwhile, I thought I'd give you some advice about what I've been doing with my own little girl, Ruby. If you don't know, I have a 3-year-old going on 4. She'll be 4 on April 1st. And where did the time go? Having her full-time these past couple of months since I finished school, I came up with a bit of a routine, and I thought I'd share that with you. So please stay until the end of the video. I also have a few ideas for meals that I know for a fact your toddler will also like. Number 1 rule, create a schedule. My love, please create a schedule so you keep track of time and you stay organized. There's a saying that goes, children crave discipline. If you have a set time for different things to do throughout the day, activities and just a routine, children will be much more engaged, and it's also very manageable as a parent to know what to expect next and what to do next. So if you start out first thing in the morning, we wake up at a certain time, we fix the bed, that's a great habit. And let's say next is you go to brush your teeth and then you have breakfast. And it kind of keeps the habit of what they normally do on a school day, for instance. So it's keeping them in the same kind of pace as well of a day. And of course, that'll make it easier when it's time to actually go back to school. Setting a time for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner, making sure that they know when to expect the next meal. A nap time is also very good. It happens that sometimes we skip that, but it's very rare. And a nap time also gives you the time as a parent to kind of relax, clean up, and just kind of reset until you gotta go back full time to giving them attention. Also a time for bath time. So right before bed, I fill up the tub with bubbles and toys, and she plays in the water for about 20 to 30 minutes. And that's a way for her to decompress and to kind of just chill. I get to wash the dishes and clean up as well after dinner time. So that's a time that she looks forward to every day. Mommy time. Mommy time, if you're a single mom like me, this is our time to just rejuvenate. After we put the kids to bed, I only have the one, but if you have more than one, it's really your time to just be all to you. Give love to yourself. Skincare, watch a movie, have a glass of wine. If you don't drink, just a nice cup of tea, and just have your me time where you just love on yourself, read a book, catch up with social media if you need to get on Instagram and watch a couple of funny memes and videos, YouTube, hello, whatever you need to do to just enjoy a little space just for yourself. If you're a daddy, you could be a single dad too, it's daddy time. Make time for yourself. If you're a couple, have a couple's time. Perhaps set a date during the week as well as a date night. After you put the kids to bed, you have time to just enjoy each other and throw on some nice clothes, put on some perfume, some jazz music, wine, fancy dinner just for yourselves. Or if you had dinner already, just have a dessert and talk. You never finish learning about your partner. So there's some fun questionnaires online that you can look up about how to get to know your partner, how to communicate better, studies that you can do together to grow your relationship. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do just on your time for each other other than just watching a Netflix movie. All right, now in terms of activities, there's some fun educational learning games that you can do with your toddler. For instance, my good friend Patricia bought a whole set of learning cards for Ruby, and we just play. We learn about animals, their names, we learn how to count, recognize numbers and letters as well. This is a way of keeping the work that her teachers would have been doing, but at home, especially on such an extended period of time without having to go to school. We have dance parties. Hey, hey. Again, the bubble bath is actually an activity that she looks forward to. We, of course, watch movies together, and we take walks once in a while. Another great activity is to actually have your child involved in the food prepping process. So for instance, if I'm making homemade pizza with Ruby, I get her to, let's say, shred the cheese or spread the sauce on the pita bread, and also having her set the table, put some napkin on the side and a glass for the juice and whatnot. Just having her involved is also another way of keeping her engaged and having fun. Speaking of homemade pizza, so this is the time that I give you a few ideas of meals that your toddler or young children will enjoy because they're so simple and they're not complicated foods. So for breakfast, I like to keep it simple. I think that's the best way to go. It's the first meal of the day. Listen, I'm just getting up. I don't have time to be throwing it down in the kitchen, okay? So I either get her to help herself in the fridge and grab a little container of yogurt, and I add some slices of fruit to it and a cup of juice or water, then that usually will do it for her. Or if I'm doing scrambled eggs with a little cheese and again some fruit on the side, then that would be breakfast. Number one, the homemade pizza, which we make using just a plain pita bread. It could be white or whole wheat. So just pick your favorite pasta sauce. I love tomato and basil. I think it's a great combination for pizza. So get your precious one to spread the sauce around and sprinkle the cheese on top and just toss it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. Once it's ready, slice it, let it cool off, then serve it up. I know for a fact that it's very hard to incorporate vegetables into your kids' meals, but I found a couple of ways to kind of sneak them in the food so she doesn't really realize that she's having her veggie intake of the day. So for instance, I've been shredding a carrot and mixing it into her macaroni and cheese, and that way she's enjoying the crunch, but she has no idea that she's actually enjoying the full benefits of raw carrots in her macaroni bowl. It's a little trick, it's a mind trick because she sees it obviously, but she still enjoys it because, hey, it's mac and cheese. Pasta has got to be Ruby's all-time favorite meal, hands down. She can eat pasta from morning to night. So when I'm making pasta, even if I'm using a pre-made sauce, I'll still cut up some veggies on the side and add them to the sauce, for instance, like broccoli or onions and garlic and a little bit of ginger, not too much so that it's not too hot. And when I mix it with the sauce, I also mix it within the pasta in the pot. So when I serve it to her, she doesn't have time to pick out what she likes and doesn't like. It's all mixed in together, so that would be a lot of work. So she just eats everything. So these are the tips that I had for you guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, would you please give this video a like? It'll show me that this is the kind of video that you want from me. And also, if you know a parent who would enjoy this kind of advice, especially in these trying times, please share it, share the love, and let's get through this together and be strong for our children. Love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Remember to stand tall in life and in love. Mwah.